Hey aspirants, river system is difficult to remember, right? So today in this video I am covering India's drainage system from class 11th NCERT India Physical Environment. I try to cover everything in simplest way. So watch till the end. First we will see what is drainage system. ड्रेनेज सिस्टम का मतलब सिंपल है, किसी रीजन के सारे रिवर्स प्लस ट्रिब्यूटरीज का नेटवर्क। इंडिया का ड्रेनेज सिस्टम मेनली टू पार्ट्स में डिवाइड होता है बेस्ड ऑन वेयर वाटर गोस। इन अ वेस्ट अरेबियन सी ड्रेनेज, इन ईस्ट बे ऑफ बंगाल ड्रेनेज। ये दोनों सेपरेट होते हैं बाय दिल्ली रिज, अरावलीज एंड सह्याद्रीज, एंड दिस कॉल्ड एज वाटर डिवाइड, in which this part is Bay of Bengal drainage and this part is Arabian Sea drainage. On the basis of watershed size, it divides into three parts: major river basin, medium river basin, and minor river basin. Major river contains Ganga, Brahmaputra, Krishna, Tapi, etc. Medium covers Kalindi, Periyar, Meghna rivers, and minor rivers consist small rivers. On basis of origin, nature, and characteristics, it divides into two parts: Himalayan drainage and Peninsular drainage, in which Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra, and in Peninsular, rivers flow from west to east, and rivers contain Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. Now we will see drainage pattern. First one is dendritic. Dendritic means branch of a tree. This is main river and the tributaries flows like a branch of a trees. So example is rivers of northern plain. Second is radial. So this is mountain, and from mountain rivers flow in all directions. Example, rivers originate from Amarkantak. Third one is trellis. When primary tributaries of river flow parallel to each other. जब प्राइमरी रिवर्स की जो ट्रिब्यूटरी होती है वो फ्लो करती है पैरेलल एक दूसरे के, एंड द अदर्स मतलब ये सेकेंडरी ट्रिब्यूटरीज कहलाती है. तो सेकेंडरी ट्रिब्यूटरीज मीट एट राइट एंगल्स, सो दिस पैटर्न इज कॉल्ड एज अ ट्रेलिस. एग्जांपल, द रिवर्स इन अ छोटा नागपुर प्लेट्यू. फोर्थ वन इज अ सेंट्रिपेटल. दिस इज ऑपोजिट ऑफ रेडियल. So, in this, rivers discharge their water from all direction. Radial में अमरकंटक से निकलती थी rivers in all direction, and centripetal में सारी river एक जगह पर water discharge करती है in lake or depression. Example, Dead Sea. Now we will see the Himalayan drainage, which is perennial. Perennial because it fed by melting of the snow and precipitation. It divides in three parts: upper course, middle course, and lower course, in which the characteristics like erosional activity, V-shaped valley, rapids, and waterfall we can see in upper course. In middle course, deposition, flat valley, oxbow lake, flood plains, braided channel, strong meandering tendency, which brings the flood. That's why river Kosi is called Sorrow of Bihar. In lower course, delta and estuaries we can see. This is Himalayan drainage system. This northwestern part is called Indus system. The middle one is Ganga system, and the third one is Brahmaputra system. So the water divide is called Potwar Plateau, which divides Indus river system and Ganga river system. The Malda Gap, which divides Ganga and Brahmaputra. The Indus system. In Sanskrit we say Sindhu, one of the largest river basin. The length is 2,880 km, but in India it is 1,114 km. It originates in Bokharcho in Tibet from Kailash mountain range. It is also known as a Singhi, Khamban, or Lion's Mouth. You can locate this Bokharcho in Tibet. Between Ladakh and Jaskar region, and enters in Gilgit-Baltistan. The Indus is in between Ladakh and Jaskar. This part is Ladakh and this part is Jaskar. So in between this river flows and enters in a Gilgit-Baltistan and enters Chilas in Dardistan region. Dardistan region is Pakistan's north area. This one. So, Indus tributaries show Gilgit, Jaskar, Hunza, Nubra, Shigar, Gastic, and Drake. The right one is Kabul, Khurram, Tochi, Gomal, Viboa, and Sangar. It all meets in Panjnad. Panjnad is basically Satluj, Bias, Ravi, Chenab, and Jhelum, which discharge into Arabian Sea. Now we will see 5 major Indus tributaries one by one. First one is Jhelum, which is here. Near Jhelum, there is a Vular lake. It originates in a Pir Panjal Foot, flows in a Srinagar and Vular Lake. It made a deep narrow gorge, which joins Chenab in a Jang, Pakistan. This is Jang. Second is Chenab, which is also known as a Chandrabhaga because it has a two stream. One is a Chandra, second is Bhaga, which meets in a Tandi in Himachal Pradesh. It is Indus' largest tributary. The length is 1180 km before entering in Pakistan. Third one is Ravi. You can recall the oldest civilization, which is Harappan civilization, which is located on this river. West of a Rohtang Pass in a Kullu, it originates and flows in Chambal Valley, joins Chenab near Sarai Sindhu, and drains in Pir Panjal and Dhuladhar range. Fourth one is Base. Originates in a base called Rohtang near Rohtang Pass and flows in Kullu Valley and made a gorge. Enters in Punjab plains near Harike and joins Satluj. Byas. It joins with Satluj in Harike. फिफ्थ वन इज सतलुज ओरिजिनेट इन राक्षस ताल इन मानसरोवर. ऐसा माना जाता है कि रावण शिवजी को प्रसन्न करने के लिए यहाँ पर तप किया था. इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज अ लांगचन कम्बाव इन तिबेट. इट इज पैरेलल टू इंडस 400 किलोमीटर पैरेलल है. द पास इज शापकिला and enters in a Punjab plains. On Satluj River, the Bhakra Nangal Dam is built. It is antecedent river, which is old. And you can see all river meets in this place, which is called Mithankot in Pakistan and drains this in Arabian Sea. So, Indus system is completed. Now, we will move on Ganga system. Ganga originates from Gangotri Glacier, which is called as a Gomukh in Uttarakhand, in Uttarkashi district. The length is 2,525 km. It passes in Uttarakhand, UP, Bihar, West Bengal. The Ganga basin is 8.6 lakh square kilometer catchment area. Now the most confusing and difficult part is Panch Prayag. So first, river is originate from Badrinath and Dhauli Ganga meet. It is called Vishnu Prayag. Then it is called Alaknanda, where Nandakini meets, and this part is called Nand Prayag. Then Pind Ganga meets, and it is called Karna Prayag. After it, Mandakini river meets, and this place is called Rudra Prayag. And finally, from Gangotri Glacier, Bhagirathi Nadi comes and meets the Alaknanda. This part is called Dev Prayag and it flows as a Ganga. So, Dev Prayag, which is Bhagirathi plus Alaknanda. And after that, it called Ganga. Second is Vishnu Prayag. Dhauli Ganga and Alaknanda meets is called Vishnu Prayag. Third is Nand Prayag, where Nandakini river joins Alaknanda. Fourth, Karna Prayag, where Pindar Ganga river joins Alaknanda. Fifth, Rudra Prayag, where Mandakini River joins Alaknanda. Mandakini, also known as a Kali Ganga. Ganga enters plain in Haridwar. Perennial and non-perennial rivers. Because perennial matlab Himalayan rivers which is in the north, and non-perennial matlab Peninsular river. Peninsular river is a Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Kane, Son. So you can take this screenshot. After Ganga enter plain at Haridwar. Ganga river consists of perennial river and non-perennial river. Perennial river, which means Himalayan origin in north side, and non-perennial means originate in a peninsular south side. So south side river is Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Kane, Son. This is non-perennial, and Gagra, Gandak, Koshi, Gomti. This is perennial river. So right bank tributaries is Son, Yamuna, Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Kane, Damodar, and left bank is Ramganga, Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Koshi, and Mahananda. And Ramganga, Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Koshi, this is perennial river which originates from Himalayas. Then this is right bank tributaries and this is left bank tributaries. So now we will see one by one major tributaries. Yamuna. You can see this. It originates from Yamunotri Glacier. This one. And joins Ganga at Prayag. The right bank is Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, and Kent, and the left one is Hindan, Rind, Sagnar, and Varuna. Second is Chambal, originates from Mau Malwa Plateau in Madhya Pradesh. In Chambal River, Gandhi Sagar Dam is built. It is famous for badland topography. Chambal River, badland topography, मतलब कि छोटे छोटे पहाड़. That's why there is a ducats there. A lot of ducats. The Chambala River is here, and the left bank tributaries is Banas, and the right bank is Parvati and Kal Sindhi. Third one is a Gandak, which has a two streams, Kali Gandak and Trishul Ganga. Originates from Dholagiri and Mount Everest. Enters Ganga plain in Champaran districts of Bihar. Champaran. Remember, Champaran Satyagraha, 1919. Joins Ganga at Sonpur, Patna. The fourth one is a Ghagra. Originates from Bapchangur in Tibet. Tributaries is Tila, Seti, Beri. It made a deep gorge called Shisha Pani. And Sarda River joins Ghagra. Sarda River is also called as a Kali Ganga. This Ghagra and Sarda River joins in this part. The next is Kosi River, the sorrow of Bihar. It is antecedent river. It originates from north of Mount Everest in Tibet. Son Kosi from west and Tamur Kosi from east joins and forms a Sapt Koshi. This is Son Kosi from a west and Tamur Kosi from a east and joins and made a Sapt Koshi and enters in a Bihar. These three rivers meets and brings a lot river which caused flood, and this is why it is called sorrow of Bihar. The next is Ramganga, relatively small than others. It originates from Gadwal Hills and enters UP and finally joins Ganga at Kannauj. So you can see this is Ramganga. The next is Damodar, eastern margin of Chota Nagpur Plateau, joins Hooghly. It has a Barakat tributary and it is also known as a sorrow of Bengal. This is right tributary. Next is a Sarda, which is also called as a Saryu. Originates from Milam Glacier in Nepal, known as a Gori Ganga. In Indo-Nepal, it is called as a Kali Ganga, where it joins Ghagra. Sarda joins Ghagra. The next is Mahananda, originates from Darjeeling Hills. Last left bank tributaries joins in a West Bengal. This is last left bank tributary. Mahananda joins Ganga. In this part, Ganga flows in a two-way. The next is called Padma and the other is called Hooghly. The next is the Brahmaputra system. The Brahmaputra, one of the largest river of the world, has its origin in Chema Yongdong glacier of a Kailash range near Mansarovar Lake. From here, it transfers eastward, distance of 1200 km, which is called as a Tsangpo in a Tibet, which means the purified. The Rangot Tsangpo is the major right bank tributary of this river. So, this is Tsangpo and the right bank tributary is Rangot Tsangpo. Then this is Namcha Barwa. In this region, it takes turn and known as a Dihang. Then this tributary joins, which is called as a Dibang, and also Lohit, the left bank tributary. The place where these three rivers, which is Dihang, Dibang, and Lohit meet, it is called as a Sadia in Arunachal Pradesh. After onward, this river is known as a Brahmaputra River. The right bank tributaries Rankot, Sangpo, Subansiri, Kameng, Manas, and Sankush. The mnemonics is Suka Masan. Su means Supinsari, Ka means Kameng, Ma means Manas, and San means Sankoshi. The left bank tributaries Dibang, Buri, Dihing, Lohit, and Dhansari. This is Buri, Dihing, and Dhansari. After it enters into Bangladesh near Dhubri and flows southward. In Bangladesh, the Tista joins it in the right bank. This is Tista. Tista joins in it a right bank from where this river is known as a Jamuna. It finally merges with the river Padma. The Padma is our Ganga, which falls in the Bay of Bengal. When this Padma and Jamuna meets, this river is called as a Meghna. The Brahmaputra is well known as for floods, channels, shifting, and bank erosion. This is due to the fact that most of tributaries are large, bring large quantity of sediments owing to heavy rainfall in its catchment area. So this is all about the Brahmaputra system. The next one is peninsular drainage, in which the largest river is Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. First, we will see Mahanadi. Mahanadi covers Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, and Odisha. It originates from Sihawa, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. The tributaries Yonat, Hasdeo, Mand, Ib in left bank, and Ong and Tel in right bank. Hirakund Dam is built on this river. 53% of this river is of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and 47% is from Odisha. The next one is Godavari, which is also called as a Dakshin Ganga because it is the largest river of Peninsula and in south. The length is 1,465 km. It originates from Nasik in Maharashtra. It covers state Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh. The left bank tributary is Pranahita and Indravati, and right is Manzira. This is Godavari. Varda River and Penganga River meets, and it is called as Pranahita, which means Godavari. The also left bank tributary is Indravati. The right bank is Godavari is subject to heavy floods in its lower reaches to the south of Polavaram, where it forms a gorge. It is navigable only in the deltic stretch. The river, after Rajamodi, splits into several branches forming a large delta. This is Polavaram. The next is Krishna River. Krishna is the second largest east-flowing peninsular river, which rises near Mahabaleshwar in Sahyadri. Okay, so the right bank tributary is Koina, Tungabhadra, and the left one is Bhima. So you can see the left bank tributary is Bhima, and the right one is Koina and Tungabhadra. In Tungabhadra River, the Tungabhadra Dam is built. Next river is Kaveri River, which originates from Brahmagiri Hills in Komodo districts, Karnataka. The catchment area is 81,155 square kilometers. The upper catchment area receives rainfall during the southwest monsoon season and the lower part during the northeast monsoon season in a winter. And this one is in summer. The 41% in Karnataka, 56% of this river in Tamil Nadu, and 3% in Kerala. The tributaries Kabini, Bhavani, and Amravati. This is Kabini, Bhavani, and Amravati. And this one is Kaveri. It all strains in Bay of Bengal. The next one is Narmada. It originates from Amarkantak Plateau between Vindhyas and Satpuras. This is Vindhyas and this is Satpuras. In between, Narmada River flows. It flows from east to west and drains its water in Arabian Sea. It forms George and Duandar waterfall. The catchment area is 98,796 square kilometer, and on this river Sardar Sarovar project is built. The another is Tapi. It is also westward flowing. Originates from Multai in Madhya Pradesh. The length is 724 kilometer and 15% is in Madhya Pradesh and 6% in Gujarat. Next is Luni River, largest river system of Rajasthan. Originates in Pushkar and divides into Saraswati and Sagarmati. In NCERT it is given as a Sabarmati, but the correct one is Sagarmati and joins Govindgarh. After come out from Aravali, it is known as a Luni, joins Run of Kutch and disappear. This one is a small river which flows towards the west. The Shetrunji, Bhadra, Dadar, Sabarmati, Vaitarnya, Kalindi, Beti, Shravati, Bharatpuja, which is originate from Annamalai Hills and it is Kerala's longest river. Periyar is the second largest river of Kerala. Pamba falls in Vembaran Lake. The other one is a Mandavi and Juari from Goa. This river is Mahi, Duadhar, Sabarmati, Shetrunji, Bhadra, Mandavi, Juari, Kalindi, Beti, Shravati, Bharatpuja, Periyar, Pamba. The next one is a small river which flows towards the east and drains into Bay of Bengal. Subarnarekha, Baitarni, Brahmani, Vamsadhara, Pennar, Pallar and Vaigal. You can see this Pennar. Pennar. It is Pulikat Lake. Hope this session helps you. अगर थोड़ा भी आपके काम आया हो that means a lot. Honestly मैं ये वीडियो इसलिए बनाई क्योंकि ये टॉपिक मेरा भी वीक था और मुझे लगता है टीचिंग से सबसे ज्यादा याद रहता है. सो दिस इज मी लर्निंग विथ यू क्योंकि ये मेरी पहली टीचिंग वीडियो है. तो प्लीज कमेंट करके बताना कैसा लगा, क्या इम्प्रूव कर सकती हूँ. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट स्टडी व्लॉग में. बाय, कीप ग्रोइंग.